Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at BellisioFoods.com/careers.
Everybody, it is Friday. Friday, is that what you're supposed to say?
I don't know. I'm not up with all the hip lingo, Jen.
Instead of Friday, it's Friday.
Friday. I like it.
Yeah.
After this week,
I
go
celebrate
for the Friday.
I have to work all day Fridays.
Well, I got to work. I usually work the weekend, so
yeah.
Here lately, it's not a Friday.
So do I, but I'm actually excited it's a Friday.
Dylan's
that
excited.
Means no college classes.
Well, I'll give you that, Dylan. Okay, all right, out of college for the weekend anyway. But
rubbing it in.
I know, right? We're doing things a little bit backwards here today, as we are going to start off our show this morning with some news from Jeremiah, as you have a meeting to get to, and always out and about. And so let's go for it. There's all kind of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. As you mentioned, I'm on the early side today instead of the latter side. I'll be heading to a City of Jackson Visitors and Convention Commission meeting at 9:30. As you recall, those are the ones where they award funding to different groups and organizations that attract tourism to the City of Jackson and surrounding areas.
Yes.
I think this is maybe their second or third meeting this year. I'm thinking third. And usually during the third meeting, they award whatever funds they have left.
What's left, yeah.
And so we'll be there to cover that to find out where the remaining funds will be going.
Do you know how much money they have left?
I'm not sure. I think this year they started out with, I want to say, don't quote me. I think it was like 80,000.
Okay.
I think is the ballpark what they had at the start of the year. And I know they had awarded so much during the first and then so much of the second. So there's probably not a whole lot left to pass out at this last meeting, would be my guess.
Yep.
So we'll be there to cover that.
Awesome.
Wanted to go over a few things that happened earlier in the week. Didn't get to talk about this on the show. Probably should have talked about it Tuesday morning, but I didn't have it until after the fact.
Yep.
So a lot of people saw this on our local news stations.
Yeah.
And we've read a story about it, and it is on the telegramnews.com.
This is a crazy story.
Pretty crazy story. This happened on Monday evening, July 22nd. There was a call about a suspicious male wearing body armor, a security badge, and on his hip he had a firearm and a radio. And somebody thought that this was in Jackson's Walmart, and they thought that was suspicious.
You think?
Yeah. And so they called the Jackson Police Department, and they responded to Walmart to talk to the individual, and they had a encounter with him and talked. And the only thing he would say was his name and wouldn't answer any questions. And I mean, they didn't have anything to hold him because I mean, you're free to come and go in Walmart as you please. And it's not like he stole anything or anything like that.
Even as a suspicious character.
Even though he's suspicious, I mean, it is what it is.
There's nothing, I guess, illegal now about carrying a firearm on your...
But I think what made it weird was the body armor. Wearing body armor. I mean, it's not like he was law enforcement.
Right.
And anyway,
a badge from where?
It just said like a security badge of something.
From Amazon?
Maybe.
Go ahead.
So his name he was later identified as 42-year-old Jeremiah C. Gray of Blue Ridge, Georgia. Law enforcement observed him get into a 2018 Chevy Tahoe, and that vehicle didn't have any license plates, Jen. So then that gave them kind of a reason to go after him. But he left the city of Jackson and he made it out to U.S. Route 35. Now, once he made it out to U.S. Route 35, he started heading eastbound towards Guyot County. Jackson County Sheriff's Office got involved at that point, and they tried some different maneuvers. They did like a boxing technique to try to get him to pull over or stop or whatever. That kind of failed. He got out of it. I will say at one point during the chase down 35, in Jackson County. He reached max speeds of 73 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone. And at one point during the chase, as one of the Jackson County Sheriff's deputies were passing him on the highway to get in front of him to try to, do some maneuver to get him to stop, the Jeremiah Gray looked over and just waved, had the audacity to wave at the deputy as he was passing by. So
sorry, this is not funny, but it's a little funny.
It's a little funny,
but it's not funny, but it is.
Yeah, so he made it into Guy County. When he reached Guy County line, Guy County Sheriff's Office, Ohio State Patrol, got involved. They chased him all down 35. He was going in and out of the median. Eventually, he turned on to State Route 588, where Guy County Sheriff's Office had spike strips ready to try to get him. Well, he saw them, turned around, went back to the highway. So he was able to get away from that.
Wow.
So, and then eventually he continued on 35 till he made it all the way to the Ohio-West Virginia state line. At that time, Guy County and Jackson County Sheriff's Office, Highway Patrol had to stop the chase. West Virginia authorities took over. They ended up chasing him from, the bridges there where, like Point Pleasant and all that is. From there all the way down into downtown Charleston, West Virginia.
Which
is like an hour and a half
from
or
here,
more.
It's about an hour and a half from here. It's like Columbus from here.
Right, all the way down there. And they eventually got him to pull over on the interstate there. And there was a passenger in the vehicle. Her name was Desiree Lewis, 36, of Covington, Kentucky. And there's a picture of Jeremiah Gray and her and Desiree Lewis, who were taken into custody by West Virginia authorities.
He's from Georgia. She's from Kentucky.
Yeah, that's what it said. And they're both, according to police records, they are convicted felons, Jen.
Okay.
And they were both incarcerated in the West Virginia Regional Jail, and they're being held, last I checked, on a $50,000 cash bond. Gray was facing 3 felony-level charges and then 1 misdemeanor charge, while Lewis was facing 1 felony-level charge and 1 misdemeanor charge in the Cuyahoga County, West Virginia court systems. And there's supposed to be a preliminary hearing for both of them on August 2nd down there in West Virginia. Now, I will say here, that case here is pending further investigation, and I assume that once the Jackson County prosecutor has time to review that case, that he'll probably face charges here as well. But when you watch the news, like the TV news for some of those West Virginia stations down there, they said that at one point after they got him pulled over on the interstate down there, Lewis, I guess, got out of her vehicle and was giving authorities the middle finger.
Okay.
And they ended up, I guess, tasing her and shot her with one of those beanbag bullets. And
I know.
Yeah, and I wasn't able to confirm that, but that's stuff that the news organizations
showing them relations.
Yeah. So anyhow, a kind of interesting story that started here and ended there, and we'll try to follow up later.
So does anyone know why the dude was wearing body armor and a gun and a badge and what was he trying to prove?
I don't know. Just trying to be safe, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so
he's a convicted felon. Maybe he just wanted to protect himself.
But you're a convicted felon, and you walk into a Walmart with all of the stuff on your body to bring attention to yourself. You would think that you would be like,
yeah,
I'm gonna put on some sweatpants and slide under the radar. Yeah,
you would think. And I think him having the firearm, if he was a convicted felon, I mean, that's another charge there, probably.
Exactly.
So, anyhow, kind of a wild story that we'll have in this edition. It's already tomorrow's edition. It's already online, and then we'll try to follow up the best we can. When it gets outside of our state, sometimes it's harder to get the records because you don't know who to call, and you can look. It's not too hard to get into the court systems and stuff like I did to be able to check their bond and that kind of stuff. But
wow, that's a story.
That is a story.
Can't make that one up.
I want to touch on, so a week ago today, the global tech outage happened. Yes, and caused chaos around the world, disrupting operations at major airlines, hospitals, banks, other entities.
It was a mess.
Locally, that affected our Bureau of Motor Vehicles here in
Okay.
Jackson County and Benton County, and they weren't able to process any transactions because of that global outage. So people couldn't renew their plates, tags, whatever. Couldn't get driver's license.
Oh my.
They couldn't do any of that on Friday. Couldn't do any of that either on Monday in Jackson County. They didn't here in Jackson County. Jackson County Clerk of Court Seth Michaels said that the BMV office is fully operational and can process transactions. And he had posted that on Tuesday, July 23rd. And I checked with the BMV on the morning of the 24th. And they did say that they are back up to 100% and fully running. When I spoke to Jeremiah Griffith, who is the Benton County Clerk of Court, he said that up in Benton County, the BMV there was also affected because it was like a statewide thing, global.
Yes.
And he said their systems actually returned to working order late Monday evening, July 22nd.
Okay.
So a day ahead of Jackson County. And it was reported that outage appeared to be linked to an issue at cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike.
Yep.
As we have learned. So
what a
little update there. Now, if you need to go to the BMV, be sure to go.
Hey, I have a little tip about that. We need to get Seth in here to talk about these license renewals because I had to renew my license this year and learned a whole lot of things.
Okay.
Number one, and I'm sure you all know this, but I didn't. Number one, you can renew your license for 8 years now.
Right.
Which is super convenient.
I think I did that.
Yeah, I did too. I'm like, why would you not do that? Plus, your picture will be way younger in 8 years. But number two, if you wait until like your birthday to go renew your license, then your current license is expired and they mail the new license. Like they don't.
Well, they still mail anyway now. They don't print them in-house.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So
even if you do it before.
Jamie and I, though, were in Columbus and went to buy a beverage, and they're like, your license is expired.
Yeah.
Because he went and renewed it on his birthday, but didn't have the new license yet.
They didn't give you the paper copy?
They do, but who keeps that? When you're going out to a restaurant, you're not carrying around the paper copy of whatever.
I still stick it in my wallet.
Freak. So, anywho, that's just a thing.
Yeah, and it might be good to have him come in and talk about that. I did renew mine.
It took over 2 weeks for us to get our new licenses. So I got mine the day before my birthday because our birthdays are two weeks apart. Yeah. So we went on the same day. We went on his birthday. So I got mine like the day before my birthday, so I didn't have to worry about it. But his was expired for 2 weeks while we were waiting for it to come in the mail, which isn't a big deal unless somebody like literally physically scans it. But that's what happened. Right. And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh my God, we're like 50 years old. Come on.
It might be good to have him come in and discuss some of that.
I think so. And then there's a whole lot of other things that the DMV does, or BMV, I don't know, whatever it's called. That can help you out along the way as far as estate planning and things like that too. So yeah, we need to get Seth in here and talk about some of that stuff. And the fact that finally those, what are they called, licenses where Real ID are going to start taking effect. Because they put that off after COVID.
There's like a couple extra things you need when you do those.
Extra steps.
I got that one this time, and mine's good till 2030. So
yeah, I don't know, whatever 8 years from now is. Right. Good. But anywho, I digress. But it is important for people to know that.
All right. Yeah, we'll have to get a hold of him. See if he'll come in
for sure.
One last thing I want to touch on, and I'll get out of here because I'll have to run across town. The Wellston Police Department is currently investigating 2 card skimmers that were discovered inside the Piggly Wiggly store there in Wellston, Jen.
What?
Yeah, so Wellston Police Chief John Robinson told us that the police department was called to the store on Tuesday afternoon, July 23rd. However, nothing was found at that time. They did a follow-up the following day on Wednesday, July 24th, and that's when they discovered 2 skimmers on the card machines at the register in the store. So I'm not sure how somebody was able to get in the store and install these without the clerk
That sounds like an inside job.
up there not finding out. I don't know. I'm waiting for a further report
Okay.
on this. And Robson did say that Piggly Wiggly doesn't believe that anyone's data was compromised at this time.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because of the kind that they found there. Maybe it doesn't I don't know if it doesn't transmit somewhere else, or if it just stores it and that person's got to come back and get it
Get the
get the reader. But the police department, along with store personnel, are investigating the matter, and they've been checking other businesses in town to see if their machines have been compromised.
How do you know if there's a card skimmer?
So I looked. I don't know what this particular one looked like, but when I did a Google search to see what they look like, they look a lot like, it's just like a plastic thing that kind of fits over that point of sale terminal. And unless you pull up on it, I guess it's just like a tad bigger. Like if you pull up on it, you'll see the whole thing comes off, and that's how there's some of them they even make smaller, I guess, that just goes over the keypad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's very hard
That's scary.
to know. But a few, like you was saying, you was asking about these few tips. They said, you can expect that, because this has happened. You remember down in Oak Hill, they had one at an ATM. It was a little different, I think, than maybe the one at the point of sale. It's like a different design or whatever. But they said when using ATMs, your point of sale terminals, other card readers, be sure to look to see if anything feels loose, crooked, damaged, or scratched.
Okay.
They say don't use the card reader if you notice anything unusual. They also say that the debit and credit cards with the tap to pay or the chip technology is a little more safer than trying to swipe.
Okay.
Which is a lot of what those are now. And they also say, routinely monitor your bank account and credit card accounts to make sure you don't see any unusual charges.
Yep.
Just to make sure. And this is from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI. They say it's estimated that skimming costs financial institutions and consumers more than $1 billion each year.
Holy moly.
Anyway, we're hoping to get some more information about this. I know they're still investigating. And but those skimmers, they're illegally installed on those different units, even at fuel pumps.
Yeah.
And it captures that card data, and it can also record card holders' PIN entries if that type of unit is able to do that. And then those people, I don't know if they come back and get it or it transmits somewhere else, and then they take that information and they're able to make these fake payment cards to do unauthorized purchases, and basically it steals the victim's information and account stuff.
Not a good thing.
It's not. I had it happen to me a couple months ago. I still can't figure out where it happened at. I had 2 unauthorized transactions, and it was for the weirdest thing. It was phone cards, Jen, old school, prepaid.
Really?
Phone cards is what they were and it's some of these prepaid, you know how they, instead of having an account most of us have with our phones where we pay a monthly bill,
right?
There's still those phones where you get
put
the
minutes
cards
on
and you
your
put
phone.
minutes on it or whatever. That's what these were.
So I had mine stolen, and this has been a while back, because I'm going to tell you what they spent the money on. You're going to be like, I don't even remember that being a thing. But I had mine stolen, and they were doing little purchases, and they were buying games on Yahoo.
Okay.
On the,
right.
And they were paying for games.
Games on Yahoo.
And I'm sure what they do is they try to just do little purchases to see if you're going to catch it, and then
do bigger ones.
Go wild. Of course.
For me, it was almost $100 in phone cards.
Yep.
Per somebody's account somewhere.
Well,
I had to jump
it wouldn't have got too far in my account. So
yeah, well,
really
I remember I had to go to the sheriff's office, file a report, go to the bank, file a report.
Yep.
Eventually, I did get the money back.
Yeah.
But anyhow.
Yeah, you just it's so easy. We all have our bank apps on our phones now.
Yeah.
Just check it.
Just keep an eye out.
Every other day or every day or whatever. Make sure there's nothing crazy going on.
Yeah, I will say the Piggly Wiggly thing, when I saw it, it was kind of started out as a rumor on Facebook, and then when I checked into it, it was true. kind of worried me a little bit because I was in Wellston on Monday covering school board meeting. Kara had texted me and said, hey, do you care to stop and get a few things? Well, I was like, well, I'm right there. I'll just stop at the Pig, which I haven't stopped at in forever. So I was in there Monday and bought a few things. So hopefully we're not compromised. So anyhow, so there's your news for the day. I'll try to come in on Monday, the latter part, and do some stuff for you guys again then.
Good deal. Thank you.
All right, we'll turn my chair over here if Dylan.
Come on over.
Put the weather up.
All right. So we'll switch out real quick. And if you're wondering what your weekend weather forecast looks like, it looks like hot. How about that? However, there is no rain in the forecast for our event that we're getting ready to talk about tomorrow on Saturday. And so that is a good deal. But it will be hot out there, so make sure you take some water and maybe a hat or something. A little bit of rain beginning of your work week next week in the forecast, but, you know, it could do us all a little bit of good to have some rain. So hopefully it actually does. All right, so we have another special guest here in the studio today. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Yeah, if you would pull up just a little bit there so they can hear you.
Yeah, sure thing.
And this is Kara, right?
Yes.
From the Jackson County Health Department. And we're going to talk about an event going on tomorrow, right?
Yeah, the Healthy Kickstart for back to school. It's a great event, gives free school supplies to kids, and they offer pizza, and you can visit all the little stands and everything like that. Jackson County Health Department is going to be there offering our vaccine services for kindergartners, 7th graders, and 12th graders, because those grades require certain vaccines to attend school.
You know, and that's like one of those things that you know that you need vaccines along the way, but you have no idea, like, when are you supposed to do that? And I know sometimes before you go to college and things, you have to get those. So this is a day that started, what, 3 years ago?
Yeah, 3 years ago.
I remember you guys coming in and talking about it. And it's just basically a community health day in our Manpower Park, which is really, really cool.
Yes, it is very cool. I guess you guys are going to be there playing some music for us this year.
Yep.
I missed out last year, so I'm looking forward to going.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. tomorrow. So hopefully won't be too hot. Maybe the heat will hold off for a little bit. So who can anybody come and get immunizations, or is this just for kids?
We're just offering the kids at the event because it's geared more towards their age groups, the event is. But we are open Monday through Friday. And
At the health department.
At the health department. We
The
moved.
new location.
Yeah, we moved 102 Twin Oaks Drive. You can come in anytime. We've got a nurse practitioner there. She can help you with any health needs, and then we'll be there to offer vaccinations.
You know, and that's the whole thing. And so we're talking kind of about two different things here because there is this event tomorrow, but the health department does so much good for our community. And I think that you know, people need to take advantage of it. For example, have you had your tetanus shot recently? Don't we all need a tetanus shot?
Yep.
Isn't it a good idea?
Absolutely. Every 10 years.
Every 10 years. Do you know how quickly 10 years goes by?
It does.
Like, you're like, what? No. And it's been like 15 years. You're like, oh my gosh. So you need to, that's a perfect opportunity for you to stop by the health department.
Exactly. Yeah, and we're happy. We offer all kinds of vaccines, shingles for our elderly, flu, COVID, all the childhood immunizations. If you don't have a regular provider, we can offer them.
Okay. And well, while you're here, I was going to ask, what is your title now? You said you got a new title.
I did.
An additional title.
An additional title, yeah. Director of Nursing now.
Okay,
So
well,
helping
congratulations.
run
That's
the
great.
clinic and all the other programs that the nursing department runs.
So are COVID vaccines and flu vaccines still separate, or are they putting them together now?
They are still separate this go around because
Okay.
they were trying to get one strain of COVID in the new vaccine, but CDC was doing some research, come back and said, no, we have to have a bivalent because there's 2 strains that are going around right now. So that'll be in the new one. And we should have those by September, I think, is when they're going to start shipping those out.
Okay. So I know that's not why you're here to talk about it, but I do have a couple of questions about that. So When you get your flu shot, is that a good time to get your COVID booster as well? And should that be yearly?
Right now, it is still yearly. Flu is definitely yearly. COVID seems to come out at the same time as flu, and you can absolutely get them both at the same time.
Okay, I didn't know that. Like, if it were, you can't get one, and then like you have to wait two months to get the other one.
No, you should be able to get them both at the same time.
Okay, so and again, like we're getting ready, strangely enough, for back to school, which is obviously why this event is happening. I can't believe it, but these are the times when you need to start thinking about your flu shot and all that stuff.
Yep, definitely.
Crazy.
Creeps up on us.
And I will say, in talking with a lot of, and maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but I think last year's flu shot, they nailed it pretty well. Like sometimes they miss on what strain of flu, but I know a lot of people were saying that if you'd gotten the flu shot, it helped a ton last year.
It did. My daughter opted out and she ended up getting it, and the rest of us, our symptoms were way less than hers.
Okay.
She's like, I don't like needles. I don't want it.
Okay. I mean, that's her prerogative, right? Yeah. So, and I know there's a lot of people for many, many different reasons that don't want the vaccines and all of that. And that's totally fine too. But sometimes, the flu shot really, really helps.
Yeah. Any shot really helps, because if everybody's getting the shot, we have like what they call herd immunity. But when people stop getting them, then those people get sick and it starts spreading again. Okay. So it is really important to get all of your vaccines.
If not for yourself, for someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's people, immunocompromised people.
Sure.
They can't get some of them. So if other people get them, we're protecting them too.
Okay. Yeah, I got sick, and I did not get my flu shot last year, so shame on me. And I don't know that I had the flu, but boy, did I get something over the winter, and it was not fun. It was icky.
Yeah, there was some bad ones going around. I don't think it was the flu, but I had one too. It lasted for weeks.
Yes, it just wouldn't go away. You're so tired and all of that. So who knows what it was. And, people just get old-fashioned sick now. It doesn't necessarily have to be a flu or a COVID. Or we all forget about that.
I know.
You can just get a cold. It's, or something.
It's okay.
But, okay, so back to the Healthy Kickstart Day. Now, this is not just about the health department.
No. I think it's the Gallia-Vinton ESC.
I was looking to see if they were all listed here.
Yeah, they should be at the bottom there.
Sponsored by the Jackson County Health Department, the Jackson County Job and Family Services, Gallia-Vinton ESC, which stands for...
I'm not sure what it stands for.
And 21st Century Community Learning Centers. So a lot of partners there.
Yes, and we have a lot of community partners, mental health services, and different organizations throughout our community come and offer information on what they provide. They have little giveaways at their tables, and each kid gets a card when they come in, and they have to have it stamped by each table, and then they can get like a prize.
Awesome.
So additional, and then you still get your school supplies too, which is fantastic.
So I was just talking with a grandmother this morning that was helping buy school supplies for her grandchild, and she was telling me, just between the book bag, the lunch box, and some socks and whatever, it was like $150.
Yes, everything.
And then the actual supplies are a whole other situation. So if you can come to this community event, grab yourself some free school supplies.
I don't know if they're having them this year, but they had book bags one year too.
What?
They gave you a book bag, and then you loaded your book bag up, and you were set for the school year.
I'm telling you. Good morning, John. Thanks for watching. So what you all are doing is just part of a giant event.
Yes, and it's all about our kids. If we don't support them for their future, then we have no future. So I really love events like this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great opportunity because it is free for you to come on down and bring the kiddos. And so who are the ones, did you say, that need the vaccines to go to school?
The kindergarten, we're going to have ones for kindergarten, which there's a few, I think there's like 3 for that one. And then 7th graders need 2, and then 12th graders will need 1.
Okay. And what are those? Just,
Yeah. Tdap for 7th, meningococcal, and then 12th graders get meningococcal. And then for our kindergartners, they get measles, mumps, rubella, and varicella. And there's a couple more that I can't remember off the top of my head, but
all right. So the little ones have to get a little bit more. And what can, if as a nurse, if you bring your child there, what can the parents expect as far as maybe like some symptoms or, like that night they're like, oh God, my kid has a fever or whatever. Is it because of that?
Yeah, fever's absolutely normal. Tender, maybe a little red, swollen at the site where we inject. Fever, just not feeling real well. Easy fix, just give them some Tylenol, ibuprofen, and they should be good to go.
So don't panic if that happens.
No,
That's a normal response.
Yes.
Probably means it's working.
Yeah, your immune system's kicking in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, which is what's supposed to happen.
Yes, that's what we want to see.
Yeah. Okay, so what all else will be at the event? I see Kona Ice here.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to get me some of that. That stuff's good. Have you ever had it?
No. It's everywhere, too. I don't know how I missed out.
It's delicious. I think they offer pizza and snacks and stuff, and tables might have candy or snacks on their tables, too.
And all of this is free, right?
Everything is free.
And that is so cool. And there will be prizes for the kids. Mm-hmm. Will there be anything like bouncy houses, or do you know if there will be any?
There hasn't been in past years.
Or things for them to do. Okay. But the radio will be there. There'll be all the agencies there set up if you would happen to have questions.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll answer any question we can get. And if we don't know the answer, we'll get it to you.
And that's the whole point. And the health department will be front and center there doing those immunizations. Okay, let's talk a minute about sports physicals, because I can remember, being in middle school and whatever, and having to go to that cattle call, like sports physical at the school.
Yes.
And, all of us were there, and it took forever and whatnot. So, and every kid that wants to play sports needs to have a physical, right?
Yeah, they need to have it's called OHSAA, which is the organization that the city schools are a part of.
Yes.
They have to have that physical paper filled out, which the health department does have and can provide.
Okay, so you can actually get that physical on Saturday as well, your child.
Yep, and we'll have the paperwork, and you can take it with you, and they'll be ready to go.
So that's handy dandy too.
Yeah.
And where would they go at this event to get that physical?
To the Jackson County Health Department booth. That's what vaccine and the physicals will be all in one spot.
So both. So get there early. Now, I think I heard Matt talking about the fact that stuff runs out quick.
Yes, I would get there early because
okay.
A lot of times people were like, oh, we'll just wait until after lunch to go. No, it starts at 11. I would be there at 11 to make sure you get what you need.
Okay, because if those free school supplies they'll go fast.
Yeah, and even the community partners, they will run out of stuff and they'll be gone, and then your card can't get stamped. So,
okay, so you need all
be there early.
There you go. Be there, be square. Stuff like that. Community Healthy Kickstart event tomorrow. July 27th, 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. right here in Jackson at the Manpower Park. Yep. Plenty of parking, easy to get to, and as far as our weather forecast says, no rain in the future.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yes, it is a good thing. So is there anything else you'd like to mention?
I would. Today from 10 to 5 in Wellston at the Kelly Lambert Park, we're doing a Bridge Day. And it is a resource fair, basically. So probation will be there, and if you need to do a check-in with probation, you can do that there. And there'll be mental health resources if you need to detox. It's basically geared at our community that uses. So we'll be there all day, and our harm reduction team will be there. So.
Okay, and that is today then in
today.
Wellston,
Yep.
Kelly Lambert Park. If you haven't been there, they redid the whole thing.
I haven't seen it since they redid it.
Oh, it's really cool.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really cool. I drove by. I haven't actually, been in the park, but I drove by and really slowed down and looked. They redid all the, the kids' play area and all that. It's really nice.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to this day. This is the first one we've had, and it's a statewide initiative.
Okay.
And I think Gallia and Portsmouth have been doing it for quite a while.
Smart.
So now we're jumping in.
And what are the times of that again?
10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Oh, so all day.
All day.
All right. well, we need to get you out of here then. So she's
Get
like,
set
stop
up.
talking to me. I'm supposed to be there at 10 a.m. in
Yeah,
Wellston.
we're
But
okay.
no, thank you, Kara, for stopping by. Anytime the health department has anything going on, please let us know, because you all do such great work, and we want to make sure that the community knows that you all are there for them in many, many different capacities.
Yes.
But those immunizations, man, if you need a tetanus shot, if you need the flu shot, if you need whatever, head to the health department. You don't have to even schedule with your doctor. Sometimes that can take a while.
Oh, yes. We've had people say that they can't get into their doctor for months. So just pop over to us and we'll get you taken care of.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys have given me a flu shot numerous times. We'll have to do, maybe you guys can come back and do that on the air. We've done that a few times.
Yeah, that would be great. I wouldn't mind.
Pick on Jen Day. Hopefully I don't pass out or anything. All right. Well, we'll let you get out of here. Thank you so much for stopping by. We greatly appreciate it. Dylan, I think we have a message from our friends at Vinton County Bank, and then we'll be back with a couple of videos and recaps from the Vinton County Fair, which we haven't shown you yet.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right, and thank you to our friends at Vinton County Bank for being such great community partners. They do an amazing job there. All right, well, we are going to head to the Vinton County Fair and see a little recap of what some of the interns have been up to. They look like they've been having a lot of fun up there. And then I think we may be running over to hang out with Matt here in just a little bit on the radio side. So enjoy the video, and we'll see you on the other side.
All right, hi guys. I'm reporting live from the Vinton County Fair. This is my new friend. He's getting ready for a big day at the fair. The pig show when's the pig show? Pig show was yesterday, so we already had a big day at the fair. Today's might be his last day at the fair. So how are you feeling about your performance yesterday? Yeah? I bet you did pretty good. You look like a pretty strong pig, so. Anything else? All right, thanks, yeah. Hey, I'm here with
Madeline.
All right, Madeline, so obviously you're showing at the fair. Tell us a little bit about your animal and what you're going to do to show.
Okay, this is Diamond. She's a little feisty, that's for sure. Just going to do my best. She's going to do her best, too. She's a good girl.
Yeah. So what's kind of your preparation for the fair when you get your animal and, like, what you do each day to prepare it?
Well, I walk them, of course, every day. Usually morning and night. Feed. Set them up a lot. Weighing. Feed them a lot. Make sure they weigh in good.
Yeah. All right, well, you show tonight? Yep. All right, well, good luck. I hope you do well.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. All right, guys, I'm here with...
My name's Cooper Aber.
All right, Cooper. So what animals do you show at the fair?
I'm shooting 2 market steers.
All right, so what's kind of your preparation leading up to the fair when you get your animals and kind of what you do to prepare them?
Well, I just work with them all, since the morning till night, and I just wash them 2 times a day and, feed them, I work at a feed store, so I know what to feed them and all that.
Yeah, so have you had to show yet?
I haven't showed yet.
Well, good luck when you do. When do you have to show?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, well, good luck. I hope you do well.
Stepping back to retirement.
Hey, guys, I'm here with...
Paige Robinette
And...
Izzy Belcher.
All right, so what are you guys doing at the fair this week? We'll start with you. What's kind of your weekend look like?
Well, I am the Vinton County Fair 3rd and 4th grade attendant, and I am about to do my turkey show. I just won 3rd place for showmanship.
Nice. So what does that entail? What do you do to get your turkey ready?
I have to make sure it's clean, and I have to make sure it has a good breast.
What about fair court? Are you having fun on fair court? What do you get to do with that?
Yes, and we get to play together and we get to learn more about our friendship. Thank you.
Yeah, that's cool. Right. Hey guys, I'm here with
Riley.
All right, Riley, and what animal are you showing at the fair this year?
I have a market goat.
All right. How long have you been showing at the fair?
6 years, I think. 5 or 6.
5 or 6. All right. So walk us through a little bit of like your preparation. Like when do you get your goat? Yeah. When do you get your goat, and what's kind of the process of getting it ready for the fair?
So usually I get my goat around March or April, and I make sure that I work with him a lot, like every day basically.
Yeah.
Especially when it's really hot. That's really sucks when it's hot. And you got to make sure you medicate them and all of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, when do you have to show?
Tonight at 7.
Tonight. Well, good luck. I hope you do well. He seems like he really likes you, so good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So can we interview you?
That was great. I think that's the friendliest goat I've seen in a long time. Or is that a lamb? I don't know. I think it's a lamb. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I can never tell lambs and goats apart. I don't know why that's a hard thing, but anywho. No, that was really cute, and it looks like the interns are having a lot of fun and learning a lot up at this year's Benton County Fair. Next video that we're going to air is our another intern, Camden, as you got to meet him, aka SpongeBob, interviewing Pam Updike. So let's hear from him.
Hey guys, so the street team is out at Benton County Fair thanks to the Southern Boys Motorsports and Outfitters, and today I'm here with, what's your name?
My name's Pam Updike.
Okay, and what are you here for?
I am on the board of the Jackson-Vinton Farm Bureau, and we are here today talking to people about the Farm Bureau and the many benefits that people can obtain if they have a membership with the Farm Bureau.
Awesome, so tell us a little bit about those things that they will get to obtain through this.
At the state level, we have a lot of policies that go up there that they fight for the farmers to get more rights and more money and things for the farmers. On our county level, we have nationwide insurance discounts. They are providing a program where we can get discounts with our electric rates, and then we also have this reward program. If a person has something stolen from their farm and they have this on their barn or on their garage or whatever, if someone catches the person and turns them in, that person will receive $5,000 reward.
Wow, awesome. And so how can people obtain this membership?
They can either come here today, and if they come here today, they will get a $20 gift card for gas or for Kroger's. And any other day, they can go to the Farm Bureau office in Jackson or call in and get their membership there. A membership is $120 for a whole year for husband and wife. So if they come today, they get $20 right off of the bat.
Awesome. So they're basically getting $20 off their first purchase of it.
Exactly.
Awesome. Will you be here the rest of the week at all, or is this your only day here?
This is our only day here. We are here from 4 to 6.
Awesome. And you said where can they go if they're not here today?
To the Farm Bureau office in Jackson. It's right by, it's what? 231 Broadway.
Awesome. So thank you so much for this, and people clearly need to get out here and sign up for this. It's an amazing opportunity that they need to take advantage of for sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, and our friends from the Jackson-Vinton Farm Bureau will be here on Monday, aka Kim Harless, to talk about the Hog Wild contest, which has just officially kicked off, I think, yesterday here in our area. And of course, if you see all those beautiful little decorated piggies out and about, please feed them. They are hungry, and the reason for that is, of course, scholarships for our local kids. All that money that you put into those piggies goes back to help our local youth, and that's kind of the whole point. The Farm Bureau does such good work around our area, so we want to thank them, and we look forward to seeing Kim on Monday. She's always a lot of fun to talk to. All right, we have another small clip from the Vinton County Fair, and I think it's Camden again, so let's get to it.
Hey guys, welcome to day 4 of the fair. Today we'll be talking to some food vendors, so let's see what's happening. Hey guys, so we've already had a great start to our day here at the fair, thanks to free slushies, thanks to the OSU Extension Office at the Freer Kruger building. You're going to make sure to stop by and check it out. They'll keep doing it today until they're out, and they'll also do it tomorrow on Friday through do the same thing until they're out of slushies. I think they start at 3.
Yep.
So if our tongues and teeth look a little interesting, it's because we're got a lot of dye in them. But you definitely want to come out and check these out because they're free. Who doesn't want a free drink?
Exactly.
We're here with the Hocking Hills Rolled Ice Cream Stand. I'm here with Aaron and Kerrigan, and they're going to tell you a little bit about what rolled ice cream actually is.
Yeah, so it's pretty neat. It's pretty unique in our area, so that's why we started it. So we basically just take your chocolate or ice cream vanilla, or chocolate or ice cream. Vanilla and chocolate ice cream, sorry. And then you can pick your flavors like Oreo or raspberries and cream. And we just put it on this plate here, mix it up, and it like flash freezes, so we just literally rolls up like a burrito.
Awesome. And so we're going to actually try some out and give our opinion. So what, in your opinion, Kerrigan, what's the best flavor here?
My favorite is raspberries and cream.
Okay, so one of us definitely has to try raspberries and cream. So we're going to taste it and tell you guys what we think. Okay, so we got our rolled ice cream, and now we're going to give it a try. We all got the raspberries and cream because that was their suggestion, so let's all give it a try. I think it's really good.
It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually delicious.
So you guys definitely need to come and try this out. It's super unique to the area. There's not a lot of rolled ice cream places around here. So definitely come check it out. It's the Hocking Hills Rolled Ice Cream Stand at the the Vinton County Fair. And I think they'll be here tomorrow. They'll be here for the rest of the fair week as well. So definitely come check it out. Okay guys, so that closes day 4 at the Vinton County Fair. We have to be a little quiet right now because the piglets are asleep. Kind of wish that was me right now, though, not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh, little baby pigs. They're so cute. Thank you, Camden and all the gang, for doing your hard work at the Vinton County Fair. Before we head over to hang out with Matt for just a little bit, we are going to hear an update from our good friend Red Thompson Jr. about the Vinton County Bank and their new building project. So let's hear from Red. Dylan's looking for it.
Oh, I found it.
He found it.
Hello everybody, Red Thompson on the Telegram, Facebook, Total Media channels. We're here in MacArthur today, and the new Vinton County National Bank building is coming into the home stretch. There's a lot of work being done out front today, and over here, one of the biggest changes is a new sign is being erected to mark a move that is taking place after 157 years, I think, that has been down here at their current location, where they moved in just after the Civil War years. The bank has been renovated many times over the years, and it's a very beautiful building. That building's still going to be used for administrative, internal use. So the Vinton County Bank is going to be a very big part of the MacArthur community. But back to the new site. Everything's starting to shape up. We'll give you a little look at what's going on today. The new building is a testament to the Vinton County lumber industry, as it has some county hardwoods in the building incorporated into it. And also, the lodge look is a tribute to the growing tourism industry here in the county, as the county sits at the foothills of the great Hocking Hills area, which is becoming one of America's biggest tourist destinations.
Just before we come back and wrap it up, but joining me in the studio from Main Street TV, we swiped her, and actually I think we're still live on Main Street TV.
Hey.
Jennifer's in the house. How are you?
I'm great. How are
So
you?
we were talking off the air, or we'll go ahead and do our business bunch for lunch while we got a chance.
Yes.
So business bunch for lunch, of course, happening every Friday, where we thank all of our businesses like People's Bank who are listening and winning.
Hey guys.
So, and of course, I was in O'Reilly's yesterday. They actually had on on our sister station 97 Country the Bulls, so we thank them for listening as well.
Awesome.
Arby's in Jackson, I know they listen. Just about everybody in town has us tuned in, and we appreciate that. So thanks to everybody that's listening. But we do every Friday, we try to hook somebody up with some free lunch, and today it's going to be some Jackson County veals from Jerry's Jamestown Market.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Jerry's. Now, Jerry's is one of the best places to get a veal in town.
Absolutely, yes.
And you won't have that happen. Won't have this happen. But I said, people are like, oh, Jackson County veals. Oh my gosh, those famous pork tenderloins, and all that kind of stuff. But, I love them, but at the risk of sounding blasphemous in this town, they're not my favorite. Because it seems like every time I get a veal, I know. It feels like I get nothing but breading.
No, okay, so Cheryl and I were talking about that the other day. Cheryl had her first Jackson County veal. Cheryl moved here from
Cheryl from
California.
does our social media. Yep.
Yeah, so she was like not understanding about the veals. So anyway, she said that she had one and it was not all breading. She said it was wonderful and she really enjoyed it. She cut it into thirds and tried it 3 different ways.
Yeah, so you almost have to a lot of times. So.
Yeah, so she said, I tried one with ketchup, I tried one part with mustard, and I tried one part with like the lettuce, tomato, mayo.
Right.
And she said that was her favorite.
Yeah.
But so if you go to Jerry's, you don't get all that breading. You get some actual really good
Right. And
products.
you can buy them and take them home and cook them yourself,
Yes.
or you can buy them, they'll make them for you, and serve them up at lunchtime too. And speaking of that, we're going to say congratulations today in our business bunch to the Holzer Patient Financial Advocates over on Burlington Road. So Holzer hasn't won for a while, but congratulations to you out of Holzer. So the Patient Financial Advocate Department, you guys are our winners today, taking home some veals from Jerry's Jamestown Market. Stop by the station, we'll hook you up with that certificate and let you know that, hey, we're celebrating lunch with you. And again, if you have extras, just bring them back here to the studio. We'll take them.
We'll take them.
So, hey, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk Olympics. You ready to watch the Olympics? And
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I am
so-
super geeked this year for the Olympics.
What do you look forward to most with the Summer Olympics? Like I jokingly say this, but for me, with the Winter Olympics, it's always curling because you can't turn it off when it comes on.
Yeah.
It hypnotizes you.
Yes.
So is there a summer sport that you're really looking forward to watching?
I think, obviously with Simone Biles and our girls gymnastics team, definitely looking forward to that. But I also, of course, being the horse girl that I am, love watching the equestrian events.
Got it. So lots of stuff happening. It's just kicking off tonight with the
Can't
opening
wait.
ceremonies and everything. So we're back to talk about. We're going to show you some ways that you'll know your way into the Olympics, and also some terms that you might hear during the Olympics that might not mean what you think they mean. More coming up right after this on the Morning
Today
Crew.
is Atomic Credit Union Day at your 2024 Vinton County Fair, presented by Inventor.
That's crews from Randy Evans Construction doing the work. This truly turned out to be a beautiful building, and we should hear from bank officials. We have some tentative dates of a fall opening. Again, this has been Red Thompson in MacArthur, looking at progress made on the new Vinton County National Bank building.
Kindergarten, 7th, and 12th grade school entrance. All children should have a current immunization record and be accompanied by a parent or guardian. Please bring proof of insurance. On-site physicals will also be available. If you don't have a current shot record, contact the health department. Join us Saturday, July 27th from 11 to 1:30 at Manpower Park for a day of education and fun. This is a joint event sponsored by the Jackson County Health Department, Jackson County Job and Family Services, and the Gallia Vinton Educational Service Center. We'll see you there.
the sound of bacon. Yes, America's favorite food group is back at Hothead Burritos. It's the limited time return of chicken bacon ranch burritos and bowls. Tempting crispy bacon, mouth-watering grilled chicken. Add your favorite Hothead toppings. Try it with our new avocado lime sauce. When they all meet together, it's simply taste bud nirvana. Hothead Burritos. Come get you some.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
This just in the rolling hills of Southern Ohio, there's a hidden gem, the Franklin Valley Golf Course. With 18 challenging holes, it's a perfect place to enjoy a round of golf. Memberships are now available for single, senior, family, high school, and college. Memberships run through March of 2025. If you're planning a golf outing for fundraisers or for your business, Franklin Valley Golf Course has got you covered. For more information, call 740-286-4903. That's 740-286-4903, or check them out on Facebook. Mix 96 FM, just before 10 o'clock. We're going to go probably a little bit over 10. I think this is going to work here. I'm going to try to cue this up, and let's see if I did it the right way. If I did, this should be the theme song from the Olympics. Ah, yes, there we go. So the Olympics.
I feel so official.
Doesn't it, though?
I want to stand here and hold a torch.
So I have no idea how long this will last, but we'll put it in the background here. But yes, the Olympics going on. And you were talking about the opening ceremonies. They couldn't practice them because they didn't want people to see them.
Yeah, but they say it is going to be off the chain.
Yeah, I mean, I used to think that they couldn't top 2008 in China with like the LED floor and all that kind of stuff.
That
but
was cool.
It seems like every year it gets bigger and better.
They're supposed to have some surprise guests singing, too.
Yeah, I've heard rumors of Celine Dion,
Lady Gaga.
Yep. And I guess there's like an official Olympic theme song that Coke has released.
Okay.
I read about that this morning in the music news. So be listening for that. I figure it'll probably just be in the commercials.
Should be cool.
More than anything. But it is, of course, the Olympic time. I don't know why that's playing in the background, so let me stop that.
I don't feel official anymore.
No, so yeah. Well, we can change that.
Okay.
Give me just 1 second here. Let's go back and we'll do this. We'll make it official yet again. So it should play. There we go.
There we go. Okay.
And so
much better.
I wish I could just put it on loop and let it keep playing, but
yeah.
That way I'll stop it from doing what it's got to do. But anyway, all that to say, more coming up. The opening ceremonies tonight, competition, and I think I'm looking forward to. You mentioned the horse activities, and of course, I'm looking forward to breakdancing.
So
I don't know what to expect.
I know, and I wonder if they'll even televise that.
I'm sure on one of the networks you'll find it somewhere, but it'll probably be like 3 o'clock in the morning. But with it being new, I don't know, because you have to kind of stay off the internet because the time differences. And
right. Well, I didn't even know breakdancing was still a thing. Like, it was so 80s.
Apparently it is. Everything that's new is old. Everything that's old is new again. So
true that.
But anyway, so some people, though, get a little bit too much into the Olympics. So here's a way you know if you are way too into the Olympics. You have a tattoo of Mike Tirico on yourself. You watch women's gymnastics, and not just because you're some kind of pervert.
You actually care.
You actually care, yes. You named your 3 kids Ty, Quan, and Do. You replaced the lamp on your nightstand with a torch.
Yep. I can see that.
You climax when you hear a starter pistol if you're watching the races.
Oh, my.
You're really into it too much there. So you're not only watching on NBC, CNBC, MSNBC, and USA. Your idiot self even signed up for Peacock just to watch the Olympics. So you might be too into the Olympics if you drug test your kids before they go outside to play.
Don't do that. It'll
No.
scare you.
You think that Jamaica is actually famous for running instead of weed?
Okay. Or the bobsled team.
Or the bobsled team, yep. You're voting for Trump just because he looks like a bronze medal? That's going to piss somebody off, I'm sure.
Probably.
And then, of course, after you and your significant other have been intimate with each other, you dismount, extend both your arms, and await your score.
That could be scary
Yeah,
as well.
maybe you might be a little too much in the Olympics. And kind of staying with that, a little bit of I hate to end with a little bit of an adult theme, but we're going to throw this out here. So here are 5 totally innocent terms that might sound just a bit more suggestive than they are. So, for instance, if you hear someone in the Olympics refer to a shuttlecock, it is not something that got broken on one of the cardboard beds. I'll just leave it at that. So, the shuttlecock, of course, is the small projectile that the players hit back and forth in badminton.
Which is an official Olympic sport.
Yes, it is. It's also known as a birdie.
Let's go with birdie.
Yes, so birdie probably be better than saying shuttlecock. Of course, the small projectile might be also something that you find on a little French guy, too, but that's another story. Clean and jerk in weightlifting, of course, is a 2-part lift where the weight is first lifted to the shoulders and then overhead. Again, these are not things that you should try in the cardboard beds. These are actual terms from the Olympics.
Okay.
Snatch.
Oh.
Yeah, is another weightlifting move where the barbell is lifted from the ground to overhead in one smooth motion.
I'm sensing a theme here with a
Just a little bit. So,
weightlifting.
like I said, more suggestive than it may need to be. Hooking.
Oh.
Again, weightlifting. It's also known as what's called a hook grip. It's when a lifter covers their thumb with the other fingers when they grip the bars. So,
hey, if you're ever in a fist fight too, you can hook your finger into their mouth. And
that's true.
Yeah.
Yep. And then finally,
that's hooking.
Yep. Finally, breaststroke. Yes, again, not something to try on the cardboard beds. It's one of 4 types of strokes in swimming, obviously. The other 3 being butterfly, backstroke, and freestyle.
All right, let's just be honest. Back to the cardboard bed thing.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Did you see the video, or did you hear about the Irish guy, the Irish Olympian that actually proved that they're a lot sturdier than they claim to be?
No.
He's like, they can say what they want. Lots of stuff's going to happen.
So that was my point. Do you really think, and I know that they say that this is to, prevent fraternization and all this, but do you really think that if people are going to be doing it, that they're going to not do it because of a cardboard bed?
Right, yeah, I know.
Come on.
No, if you got the urge to merge,
we're all a lot more creative than that.
And they're young, most of them single.
Yes, and ready to mingle.
And away from home. And needless to say, when they're not competing but still there, because it's 2 weeks. And the athletes have to be there the entire time.
And you are, and like, if you're one of the first competitions, you're just chilling the rest of the time. Like, what else do I have to do?
And if you got something to show off because you won a medal, then,
Ooh, you can wear your medal and try out the cardboard bed.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, the Olympics coming up this weekend, and for the next 2 weeks, we'll have full coverage for you here in the sports reports each morning. But thanks for stopping and hanging out with me this morning.
Well, heck yeah, thanks for having me.
And again, anything special happening at 6 Cents this weekend we need to know about, or just?
Well, we have lots of food special. Ooh, we're doing a new food special. I hope we're doing it. So we've been working really hard. We made some kimchi, like house-made kimchi, and I think we're gonna do a kimchi fried rice dish this weekend, and it is gonna be amazing.
You guys are really you want to try like all kinds of ethnic foods there. It's like you think people this isn't your normal bar. You gotta get a little bit of everything. So
that's part of the fun of being a mom and pop operation. Yep. You can kind of do whatever you want to do.
Awesome. Well, hey, Liz Starkin, next to entertain you for the rest of your work day. As you're heading home this weekend, enjoy it. Take us with you wherever you go on that Total Media app. Thanks for being a part of the crew. Congratulations to all of our winners again this morning. And we'll be back at it on Monday morning. Liz Starkin next. Have a great weekend, Jen.
You too.
We'll see you on Mix 96.